Fourth quarter set to go. Fourth quarter brought to you by your friends at the Great American Pub in Wayne and Conshohocken, where great people meet to have a great meal and a good time. Diagonal pass. Oh, little desk pop right there. Ball gathered by number 15, Drew Ryan. And Radnor back on the offense. Radnor in their home whites. Downingtown East Road Blues. Booker Corrigan and Matt Marshall bringing the call from the Katie Sampson Festival. A beautiful afternoon. A little rain. Doesn't discourage anybody.
Now the sun came out, and I think it's just a testimonial to the day. The warm weather, the sunshine. Big George.
There he is.
Big George down on the sidelines. It's really a great day here in Radnor. Getting back to those styles, though, Booker, I remember the Corrigan brothers used to sport a lot of those tough skin jeans from Sears right across the street here.
Oh, yeah.
What happened when you guys would get a hole in the
just iron a patch on.
Iron the patch on.
The iron-on patches. Those were awesome. My mom, Mary Corrigan, she bought them by the gross.
Let's give a shout out to Mary Corrigan. I'll tell you that lady has she's really been a great pillar of the community. You mentioned her name when you were speaking to Big George, but again, big shout out for Mary.
And she's seen more Radnor lacrosse in the last 5 years than she did when my brother and I were playing.
Absolutely.
Her rule was rivalries and playoffs.
Absolutely.
That was it. Of course, our hockey games, we played at 9 o'clock over in Westtown, so she wasn't coming to those. And she played bridge in the afternoons.
What do you like about this this attack for the Raiders here, Booker? It looks like they're moving the ball around. They're getting in front of the goal.
I love their potential, or as a teacher we like to call it, their zone of proximal development. They still have to refine that. The catch and throw. They had a fast break right here to start the quarter, and they still, they didn't finish it, and they will need to do that if they're going to advance through the PIAA playoffs, because it is a big time event. And these guys have worked hard enough to earn their right to compete, but they got to finish. They got to find a way to finish.
Well, that's spoken like somebody who's got a high palate for high school lacrosse, which I think there's none other than you, Book. But what are the other attributes for a real championship team, especially as you get into the postseason? What do you have to do to show your stuff in Hershey or wherever you play down in Maryland for the championship? What do you really need to get it done?
The other thing is you have to have in your mind, in the front of your mind at all times, you want your teammates to play their best. And you need to do anything possible to help them play their best. And then you will play better and your team will succeed more frequently if your number one focus is helping your teammates play better. Once again, Radnor dominating the middle of the field. And they play a ton of guys, and you're going to need more than just 3 middies. Coach Cliggett's going to take a timeout here. We will as well. 8:57 remaining, fourth quarter, brought to you by the Great American Pub. Great place to go for a cold libation or a nice hot slice of pizza. Their wings are delicious, by the way. I'm going to have some of those tonight.
They are. We're really, we're very fortunate to have the Great American Pub in the community. I know that the Hampshire family and the pub have been stalwart supporters of the Radnor lacrosse program. Tommy Hampshire graced this field last year. We really miss some of his moves. He was a great attackman.
Oh, yeah.
And we really just have nothing but good things to say about the Hampshire family and the food and the libations they serve up at the Great American Pub.
Fantastic. I'm taking my daughter Mary there for her first trip to the pub. Downingtown East possession on the far side of the field coming out of the timeout. They trail 7-2, but I got to tell you, it's an itchy 5-goal lead. You almost feel like without Tom Myers, the faceoff guy for Radnor, who's done an amazing job today, if their faceoff guy can get on a run and Downingtown puts one in, literally they could run off 3 or 4 very quickly.
Booker, in the pregame interview with Coach Beezer, I think he put it succinctly. The Cougars, when they're healthy, are as agile and as dominating in the league as anybody. They've got a great attack, solid midfield, and I think the important thing with the Cougars is they had an early season win against St. Joe's Prep, a rival of the Radnor Raiders, and their only loss of the season.
This is a great Downingtown team. They just haven't been able to cash in a couple times today. Goaltender for Radnor, Alex Anderson's played well. Little transition. Again, there's exactly what I'm talking about, where there are transition opportunities. Those, as Radnor keeps getting better and more comfortable through May, they're going to need to cash those in, get that money off the table. It's not like they're at Caesar's Palace.
I hear you.
You don't want to leave money on the table.
I'll make this observation, and you know it all too well. This is a long high school season. The boys start at the end of February, early March, and they go into June. Even the college guys are only playing 60, 70 days during the season. These guys really have to grind it out for almost 3 months.
Mike Farnish with the knockdown. It's going to remain Downingtown possession. Here's my man Umberger. I like his game. Little stutter step. Inside feed. Anderson finds a way to gobble that one up.
Nice outlet pass to Sam Camp.
Sammy. Oh, Sammy. Oh. Little underhand shot. He tried to pitchfork that inside. And Nathan Wingate pushes it ahead. My man Umberger trail checked. Ball pops out. Meekum comes up with it for the Cougs. 7 minutes remaining here, fourth quarter. Brought to you by the Great American Pub, Conshohocken, and Wayne, Pennsylvania.
Word has it the Chubb Connor and Horse P Jerkies will be over at the pub tonight.
You got that right. I was talking with Chubb earlier today. He told me he's thinking up a master plan, because there ain't nothing but sweat inside his hand. He reaches into his pocket, all his money is spent, so he digs deeper, keeps coming up with lint. So to start his plan, he leaves his residence saying, "How can I make some dead presidents?" That's your man, Chubb.
Booker, we just really enjoy you in the announcers booth up here at Yankee Field. More importantly, Book, tell us about your NCAA season. Just give us a glimpse into that life. That must be a big world that you're in up in that NCAA box.
Well, it's interesting because college lacrosse at NCAA, you're shivering just like the guys down on the sideline. I did a lot of college basketball this winter, and basketball is the best. The weather's always the same, and you can see their faces because you're 4 feet away from them. I've done Maryland games for both basketball and lacrosse. And Maryland lacrosse, you're 100 yards from you're literally way up on top of the press box. But it's beautiful. Great place to be. There's your cash in, and finish it off. Credit Grant Giselle, the senior.
Great player. We are so fortunate. This bench is so deep on the Raiders side of the field. But we're just very fortunate. You get a guy like Grant Giselle, Clayton Proctor, and then the perennial, stalwarts, the Jack Nortons, the Drew Ryans, and some of the other boys that are just making it happen this season.
There's also a defenseman down on the Radnor squad, number 29, Hal Marshelli. How do you say his last name?
Come on, Booker. He's up. He looks like he's a wingman. Yes.
Is he a good wingman?
Coach Booker would say so.
There is Hal Marshall. He's got a lot of funk in his bag.
He does. It's really hard not to be just as proud as ever. Yeah. Booker is seeing your son on the Yankee turf as the Raiders are looking like a countdown to victory here.
It's funny, a longer countdown because they forgot to start the clock. No big deal. It happens there. I saw it happen to Boys Latin in a game down there. It happens to one team every year. It happens to them once a year. So
there's that Jack Fisher shooting on the ground. Coach Beezer is going to give him a gold star for that shot.
I like that. Gold stars. Jack Black or Ned Schneebly, they don't do gold stars.
They don't.
They don't do it at all. You're not hardcore unless you live hardcore.
It's like a scrum in front of that Cougars net.
The hot, sloppy mess, and Miss Dumbum's not here today. I'm in charge, and I say recess. I say recess. Don't even get me started on School of Rock or dodgeball. Oh, that's good offense by the Cougars. They're not catching all the way in. This is a dangerous team.
It really is, Booker, and we have to give them a lot of credit for just the tenacity of their offense today.
Oh, shot just wide right there. 4.5 minutes left, fourth quarter. Conshohocken Great American Pub is absolutely huge. Couple different floors.
Yeah.
The Wayne Great American Pub is just delicious. Great place to be.
Great food, Booker, and again, the environment, just the ambiance. It just speaks of a great place to go after a lacrosse game.
Team offense right now by the Cougars. Ian Reel inside feed. Nice save by Anderson.
Ooh, look at that clear, Booker.
And here's Hal Marshall wheeling it. Lefty. And there's the timeout that Coach Beezer wanted. 3:51 remaining, fourth quarter. Raiders rolling heavy. Good look at Downingtown. He's breaking the huddle. Matt, what do you think? 8-2. Proud of the Raiders today?
Very proud, Booker, and just proud of the community. And we gave a big shout out to your mother, Mary Corrigan. But what about Mary, your daughter?
Oh, Mary O'Delacutie.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. Anything you want done, she's going to do it to the best of her ability.
Yeah. Let me give a shout out to Alice Marshall too, my daughter. And while we're at it, how about the entire 9th grade at Radnor High School?
Love it. Tell you what, they're getting it done. The Katie Sampson Festival. People just band together. They come out of their shell, stretch their comfort zone a little bit, and do all they can to help this great organization for a great cause.
That's right. And hopefully we'll keep the good vibe going at the Great American Pub this evening. I know you said you hope some of the Cougars get over there, Coop. I'm not sure that's going to happen.
They've played great today. They really are. They are a team I would not want to face again. You have to be an unbelievable high school lacrosse team if you're going to dismantle them.
Yeah. Well, let's here's a nice play. Cougars, nice clear here if they can get it out of the zone. No.
And I'm going to give you an example, Matt, of what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Syracuse-Duke, March 23rd at Duke. Duke wins 21-7. Last night, Syracuse plays the same team, same rosters. Then Syracuse finds a way to, in the end, they win the game. I mean, I think that's exactly the caliber of competition that we have here.
We do. We are watching a very solid East team. Whatever you say about the Downingtown program, you got to tell it. You got to tell it like it is. They've got a lot of grit and determination.
Yep. And there's another great offensive play. Alexander robbing it at Alex Anderson. I knew I was going to do that once. I'm surprised it took me till now.
I'm sure his father, Rick Anderson, would be happy to hear you call him by his real first name. What a great day. A lot of parents out in the stands today, Booker. Some former players, Tim, Connor, Pete
Ronnie.
Masterson, John Hurd, John Brazier, convert to the Haverford School, but still a very strong high school player.
And his brother Bill, obviously a great supporter of Radnor lacrosse and all Radnor athletics. Time violation against the Raiders.
Saw Dollar Bill this morning. What a great guy that guy is.
Running.
Yeah. He had his sweats on. He was actually, I think he was carrying some free rates with him too, doing a few presses on the way to the trail. Bill Brazier, great Radnor soccer player, ice hockey player, all around good guy.
And here's going to be minute and 27 seconds left. Radnor has to keep it in. Great practice for them. Downingtown, a little de-twagging there. Illegal procedure, playing without a stick. That's I was harping on that last game I did. Can you walk over and pick your stick up without it being a violation?
There we go again. Sam Camp just tearing it up in the middle of the field. Huh,
Sam Camp, the Under Armour underclass elite star of the game. What a pass!
Ooh.
What doesn't he do? Where isn't he on the field, and what can't he do?
I agree. And what a great season for him. He just got a commit from St. Joe's. All's good in the Camp household.
Would you say they're happy campers?
I'd say they're happy campers. Booker, I can speak to Sam Camp as being one of your favorites today. Any other Raiders stand out for you?
Goaltender Alex Anderson. Tom Myers played really well. Offensively, it surely got him going. As you see, Coach Beezer looking to sub some guys in and out.
Jack Norton, a big contributor today on the offense as well.
The clock winks down below the 1 minute mark here in the fourth quarter. 9-2 Raiders. I'll tell you what, the Raiders, they do have a little nerves going, but they do find a way to win every time Cuda comes.
They do. Well, I think it's a combination of a great cause with the Katie Sansom Festival, having Booker in the announcer's booth, and
with Matt Marshall.
And hopefully next year you won't take that trip to St. Bart's or wherever you big entertainment guys spend your time.
So many vacations, it's hard to keep them straight. Of course, I was out in Vegas, stayed at Caesar's Palace, although it's not the real Caesar's Palace. Caesar didn't live there.
Booker, we just hope you get back for the 2015 Katie Sansom Festival, and I can spend another day with you in the booth.
I'm putting it on the books.
Excellent.
Which means there's 60% of the time it happens every time.
Well,
12 seconds left.
The Cougars should really feel very proud about the way they played today.
Yeah.
And, you know, the Raiders, you know, it speaks for themselves. They're doing well, but you know, I'd say overall a great matchup between the two teams, Booker.
And that'll do it. The Raiders go down. Goaltender number 30, Tucker Ballback, getting some action there at the end. Tucker Ballback, a tremendous young athlete. He is going to go a lot of places. I'm a big fan of Tucker. He's done a nice job backing up goaltender Alex Anderson. But Tucker Ballback, sorry. A little nervous here at the end. And that'll do it for today's broadcast. 9-2 your final score for Dual Cam Productions. Matt Marshall, my man Pat Graham. I'm Booker Corrigan saying thanks. We'll be back with interviews.